welcome to Al's workshop from Bangkok, and we've got another project, another part for the steam project. So let's go and have a look at it and see what this one's all about. So we have our material in the lathe, and we're going to center drill first. There's a large part sticking out, so we'll do a careful facing. We won't do any turning these out the centre. This is too much sticking out actually. And then we're going to machine the 2 diameters for our parts. So we've machined the 36 diameter, which is 3 items for the camshaft, and then there's the larger diameter, which is 40mm, which is the flywheel. So now we're just going to part all these items off. So we've got 2 front cams and the center cam, and then we've got our 40mm flywheel. Once we've parted them off, we're using a couple of aluminium blocks, and this has left us a place on the other side of the jaws, and it's keeping it nice and square, and we can still measure. First of all, we're going to just use 0.5 millimeter cuts, and we're going to face them to the correct size. We've already drilled the 8mm reamed hole in the centre for the drive shafts. We're using a high-speed steel tool, not a tip tool, not a carbon tip, and here we're going to cut out the flywheel. We first of all mount it out, and we ground the high-speed steel piece of 12mm steel into a shape so that we can feed in and do our cutout for the flywheel. As you can see, it's taking shape now, and then once we've completed that, we will drill the holes in the flywheel. We're going to use the DRO, so we've set it to PCD. So first of all, we put the radius in, 11.75, enter. Then it goes to start angle, which is 0. Then it goes to end angle, so the 5th hole is 300 degrees, so we put 300 in and enter. And it goes to how many holes you want to fit, so we want to drill 6, enter. Then it goes to direction, so anti-clockwise in the manual is 0, so we put 0 in, and clockwise is 1. That's instructions in the manual. As you can see, we don't have to move the Y, but we have to move 11.75 because we've centered the piece up, and as you can see now we are moving around and centered in there. If you see now, X and Y are 0, and then when we place the next row, number 4, we need to move them so they're both at. And then to finish off, you can see we've drilled the holes. We've lined them up with the vice edge on the vice jaws, and now we're drilling the pinhole and drilling that through. So we'll drill through there, and we've finished. So that's completed. So now we've centered and moved out 10mm for our cam plates, and we're going to drill through 7.5, and then we're going to ream it 8mm. So the one in the centre is the drive shaft, and the one we are completing now is going to be the cam pin, and that's going to be for our cam action. So now we're just using an 8mm reamer, and we centered using a DRO, we centered the piece up. Now we're going to drill the pinhole through, so we just need to line the two holes up, so that's one method. And now we're just drilling through, and then we will ream that. And this is the center cam now, and they're at 90 degrees to each other. And we've drilled one, and we're just going to put the hole in the other one. As you can see, I centered 4 spots, and now this is a method, because we've got to do it at 90 degrees to this hole on the other side. So I hope that's okay. And now we're going to line up the, as you can see, I've marked X where the one, that's where the hole is, and this is the center line. So now we're going to drill at 90 degrees to that hole there. So we're using a 7.5 again with a 8mm reamer, and we're going to ream that 8mm, and that's to a 7mm depth. Okay, so that's now just going to be reamed, and we're just reaming this now using an 8mm reamer, and once we hit the bottom of the hole, this gives us our guide. Okay, now we have to drill a pinhole through to lock the pins in, to lock the shaft in. So we're lining it up using the center line again with the chip drill, and we'll just drilled it, and we're just reaming it, and it goes through the hole and forming depth. Now that one's complete. So we're all complete now, and these are all the 4 items that I said. There's the 40mm flywheel, there's the 36mm cam parts for making the cam, and they've all got drilled holes in 8mm with a pin, and that's got the pin through, goes right through that one. And these have got the pins through as well, that's gonna all hold it together. It's all completed now, they just have to make the shaft now. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and this is a finished object. I'll see you next time.